Off is Charles J. That just in case you ain't heard of me, they told me it was too late. But I promise that I'll be the first to speak. Most of these rappers, they fake. But you can't have your way to St. Berkey. Everybody said it won't be. Till they see smoke, then they realize they'd rather have turkey than me.
What it do? It's 903 Boxing. I'm your host, Charles J. Say, man, shout out to my audience. Shout out to those that's rocking with me. Once again, we back in the goddamn kitchen. And there's a whole lot of goddamn sauce in this pot, man. Let's get to the shit. If loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. Whew. God damn it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I believe I made a mistake. Think I misjudged some shit. Yeah, I think I was wrong about old Usyk. Alexander Usyk, straight up out of the Ukraine. He was the undisputed cruiserweight champion of the world. He's now the unified heavyweight champion of the world. He beat Joshua twice. I gotta be honest. I guess, you know, you better than I said you was. I'm just gonna say it like that. You know, I mainly cover black fighters, so I'm just gonna be honest. I haven't really been excited about this all-white heavyweight showdown. Haven't been really excited about it. Wasn't gonna call the fight. I'm just gonna be honest with you, bro. Nah, it ain't enough sauce in that. That's some American. I mean, that's some UK. But anyway, in my opinion, yeah, that's some UK versus Ukraine, and that's they shit. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing in America. That's not an American event. It won't be held in America. But anyway, yeah, that's how I've been feeling. Yeah, and as much as my fighters get shitted on and don't get no credit, yeah, I ain't been giving Usyk no credit. Yeah, I ain't give him no credit for beating Joshua. Didn't give him no credit, but I gotta be honest. Looked at the first fight, cause I look back at fights. The first fight with Joshua, nah, I don't give him no credit for that. Joshua looked like shit, and he looked real soft. The second fight though, Usyk faced some real adversity in that fight. I gotta be honest, I seen some shit that I hadn't been noticing. A lot of people keep saying Fury is just so big. You know, ever since he fought Wilder, nobody said he was so big before. Yeah, when he fought Klitschko, and nobody really watched that fight. That's one of the most And you know, Fury, that's why he retired and got on it, and they found him behind that abandoned building with needles in his arms and broken fault as a Colt 45 and shit. Remember that shit? And they found him behind that dumpster. Yeah, it was because he was depressed. Because when he beat Klitschko, he got no fame. And he didn't make a lot of money. He snorted all that up in about a week. But anyway, fighting Wilder has made him over $100 million. Fury back in the game. So, saying that to say, when you look at Fury, because I told you, everybody said Wilder wasn't shit. His claim to fame is beating Wilder. Yeah, beating Wilder made him the number one pound for pound. Everybody say that. ESPN, everybody, all the analysts, all these motherfuckers, even big watermelon head Tim Bradley, they all say he the number one pound for pound fighter in the world. Boxing heads all around the world, they say that. A lot of fans think that because he beat Wilder, let's say it like that, he's the number one fighter in the world. But they said Wilder wasn't shit. Another thing, I'm not even gonna get into the cheating and his cheating ways. Let's just talk. Cause I've spoken enough about how dirty he is, and even his fans know it, and they talking about it now. You know, they sick of him. Yeah, he's a cheater. Everybody know that. He's popped dirty before. He does drugs. He's tied in with a fucking kingpin mobster, Irish mobster named Kinahan. He's tied in with drugs. So His whole life is, them gypsies crooked. And that Gypsy Dope is the best dope in the world. So I'm not even going to talk about the Gypsy Dope. I'm just going to talk about his fighting style. I'm looking at them. If you look, Fury don't look much taller than, that 6'9". Oh, yeah, they right there. Usyk about 6'4". But now it's not a huge size difference. No, it's not a huge height difference, like people thought. Nah, they looking damn near, they looking right at each other. So I'm looking at this shit, and Fury was dropped by a cruiserweight that was 6'2". What's the boy, Cunningham? Yeah, Cunningham about 6'2". And he dropped him with that overhand right. And Fatback Fury got up and put his hand in that boy's face and elbowed that motherfucker and put his forearm on the side of his face and cold clocked him behind the head with a goddamn haymaker. But anyway, I'll tell you some shit, bro. Fatback Fury, the best shit he's ever done in his career was in the first fight. Because I don't think he had no shit in his glove. Because it's weird, because in the second and third fight, Wilder couldn't take no right hands from him. First fight, he got hit with several right hands, and Wilder was never hurt. Wilder never got hurt in that first fight. He was never hurt. I want you to go look, show me any point in the first fight where he hurt Wilder. And he sat down on punches. He threw looping ass rights. He threw a lot of nice straight rights. He never hurt Wilder. So I think that's the fairest version of him. I just think he was on that dope, though. I don't think he had some shit in his gloves in the first fight. I think he was on that Gypsy Dope. That's how he rose from the dead, and he kept getting up, and he was bouncing around the ring for 12 rounds. Well, let's go to that. Even that version of Fury, it's a lot of holes in your game, pimping. I'm going to tell you something about you, Fury. You could have a way better jab than what you got. Your jab ain't shit. I'm just going to be honest, bro. And then you hold your hand down too much. You don't use your jab effective enough. You don't. And another thing, you give up your height in every fight. You're going to give up your height and your reach. And then you get a little clumsy at times. That little newfound uppercut that you found, that you hit Dylan White with, and now you like to throw it a lot. And you hit Wilder with it in the third fight a lot. Shit won't work on Usyk, bro. I just realized some shit. I'm looking at that second Joshua fight, because Usyk really, he weathered the storm. And I noticed since Fury fought Wilder, he ain't punching like he would. Against other fighters, he don't punch like he punched against Wilder in that second and third fight. He hit Chisora with everything but the kitchen sink and never dropped him. So, I think Usyk gonna slip a lot of them punches. I see him slipping, and I think he can take his punch, the punches he do hit him with. The problem gonna be, I'm gonna tell you why Usyk is a better fighter than Fury, and he beats him. Fury ain't that good, bro. I keep telling you, that's why he need dope. It's a reason why he need dope. He's tall, he good with using his reach, but that's not good enough. He need dope. That's why he can bounce around the ring for 12 rounds. But anyway, Fury don't throw a lot of punches. Usyk throw a lot of fucking punches. I didn't realize that about him. I know he bounced. I know he got good head movement, but that motherfucker throw a lot of punches. Fury ain't never faced nobody that throw so many punches like that. He can overwhelm you, bro. And working on the inside, I just see him. I see him beating the shit out of Fury and making him look bad, bro. Making him look bad. And in the beginning, I said, yeah, Fury will beat him, the height and all that. Nah, bro. Usyk throw more punches, bro. And one thing about Usyk, that motherfucker got respectable power. Ed heavyweight. I gotta be. That motherfucker can hurt you. And when he throw his combinations, he really can hurt you. I didn't give him enough credit, bro. That second Joshua fight, looking back at that fight, he dug deep, bro. He got that bite down. You got to kill Usyk to beat him. And that's why I know he'll never beat Wilder. Because that's exactly what'll happen if he fight Wilder. Wilder gonna send him, Wilder gonna send him into a whole nother life, a whole nother reality. Just can't take too many right hands from Wilder, bro. And I see him having success against Wilder at times, trying to work on the inside, but he gonna get caught, bro. He gonna get caught. And Usyk don't beat Wilder. I'm gonna tell you another thing. I'm gonna talk about the elephant in the room. Tell you about a fighter nobody's talking about. Only person I don't see him beating is Wilder. Because Wilder I still think Wilder is the best heavyweight. Yeah, that's what I think. I think Jared Anderson's the next up-and-coming best heavyweight. But this heavyweight right here, I got him beating Usyk and Fury. Joyce. Even though he about 38 now, and he's slow as shit, he got the style, bro. I'm going to tell you something. When you look at Joshua in that second fight, Joshua tried, he was too robotic, but he tried, and he had success walking him down. But the difference between Joshua and Joyce gonna put all his will on Usyk. There is no fighter in the heavyweight division that put more pressure on you than Joyce. And that motherfucker got a George Foreman chin. He fight like George Foreman, but he got a fucking George Foreman chin. He gonna walk through that shit. Usyk would never be able to hit Joyce with anything that's gonna deter him. There is no way you keep Joyce off you for 12 rounds. And Joyce got real power too. Joyce walks down Fury and beats the dog shit. I got him stopping Fury and Usyk. Yeah, I know that's shocking to hear. Bro, Joyce better than what we think. Joyce is a better fighter. And I ain't gonna lie, he would destroy Joshua. That'll be a good ass fight though. I ain't gonna lie. That'll be an entertaining ass fight, Joyce versus Joshua. But Joyce is the wild card. He a nightmare. He a nightmare for Usyk. That's too much pressure. That bounce around, he gonna cut the ring off. And he got a hard jab. His jab can hurt Usyk. But yeah, I got him beating Fury. I think Joyce is the strongest heavyweight in the heavyweight. He's strong, bro. He's strong. And the way he put his punches together, and he want to work the inside. That motherfucker strong. And I got him beating Usyk or Fury. So that's my thoughts on that. But yeah, Fatback Fury ducked Usyk for a reason. And another thing, he ain't never sparred Usyk. He ain't never fought that kind of style. And styles do make fights. I don't think Usyk is on the level of the Holyfields. I don't think he's on the level of the Lennox Lewis or none of that. But Usyk is a tricky fighter that can really fight. I don't think he's no top 3 pound for pound. I could put him in the top 10. I could put him by 8, maybe 8 or 9. I can't put him at 7. I could put him by 8 or 9. But if you put him in the same weight division as Earl or Bud, at the welterweight, he don't beat Earl or Bud. At 154, he don't beat Jamel. So it's a lot of shit I see. At 135, he don't beat Tank, he don't beat Devin, he don't beat Shakur. His skills are not better, bro. He's not a better fighter than them dudes. So when dudes just get the same fear, it's always trying to pick somebody that ain't black to be the number 1 pound for pound fighter in boxing, and I'm noticing that shit. 1 minute is Fury the best fighter, then it's Usyk. None of these motherfuckers are better than Shakur, or Tank, or Devin, or Earl, or Spence, or Jamel. None of that shit, bro. He's not even better than Andre, bro. Just gotta be honest. Fury or Usyk, neither one of them is better than Demetrius Boo Boo Andre. Yeah, some shit like that. But yeah, Fatback Fury ducked him, and he ducked him for it. Usyk a bad style for him, and he gonna make him look more clumsy. I got Usyk beating Fury, bro. So yeah, this is 903 Boxing. I am your host, Charles J. With that, I'm out.